Hello, songwriters, and welcome to a special weekend getaway episode of Song Structure Busters. In episode 1, we talked about your chorus, the emotional heart of your song. In episode 2, we talked about the verse. This is the storytelling engine that helps build the world, that helps us appreciate the chorus even better. So today, we're going to talk about the bridge, one of the more mysterious sections of a song that people don't know what quite to do with. Now, not every song needs a bridge, but when you use one and you do it right, it can take your song from great to phenomenal. So by the end of this episode, you'll know what the bridge is actually for, how to know whether your song even needs a bridge, and how to write a bridge that adds real emotional feel and power, right? It doesn't just serve as filler. So what even is the bridge? Think of your song like a story that you're telling across chapters. You've got your verses to set the stage, your chorus to drive home the message, and then right before the end, the bridge shows up to twist the story or your perspective, just enough to make that final chorus feel brand new and not just a repetition. It's called a bridge for a reason. It connects two familiar parts of your song, right? Usually your second chorus and your final chorus, and takes a different route to get there so that it adds more emotional impact to the finality of that last chorus. When you think of it musically, it's a moment of contrast. Lyrically, it should feel like a moment of revelation. You can use it to deliver a new emotional angle, or maybe even offer a deeper reflection, right? It can become a meditation about what the chorus is speaking of. In Someone Like You, Adele manages to strip back to this emotionally raw place of quiet and defeat almost, before breaking your heart back open with that final chorus. The key is this: the bridge should never be random and it should never be forced. It's intentional contrast. Now let's talk about if you even need a bridge. Not every song needs a bridge. This is one of the biggest misconceptions that I've come across with the people that I coach. There are so many different song structures out there, and the idea is to make sure that the song structure fits your story, not the other way around. So you don't want to shrink or expand your message to try to fit some randomly assigned structure. The structure supports your story. So how do you know if your song actually even needs a bridge? Well, it's time to talk to yourself again. Ask yourself 3 questions. Does my song start to feel repetitive after the second chorus? Does the story or emotion still have somewhere new to go? Could I give the listener a moment of surprise, reflection, or breath before the ending? The answer is yes to any one of those. Your song might need a bridge. But if your song feels complete at this point, if that second chorus lands perfectly and everything has been said that needs to be said, then you might be better off without one. Some of the best songs ever written don't have a bridge. Think about songs like Smells Like Teen Spirit or Wonderwall. They don't need a bridge because the momentum and the emotion are already built into the rest of the song. So remember this: the bridge is a tool, not a rule. Say it with me. The bridge is a tool, not a rule. Fantastic. I think I can get that in post. Use it when it serves your song, not just fills space. So let's say we decided we need a bridge. How do we write one that makes the song stronger, not just longer? I'm gonna give you 3 key characteristics of a strong bridge. The first is a lyrical shift. The bridge gives you permission to say something that you couldn't say anywhere else. So if your verses tell the main story and your chorus delivers the main message, the bridge can offer a realization or a new understanding of the situation. It can show emotional growth or vulnerability of the characters in the song. It can also reveal something hidden or unexpected, right? Something that is gonna change the context of the song for the listener. And on one song that I'm working on, where I wanted to kind of play around with this idea of this guy just proclaiming his love for this woman. He's going on and on about it's the little things that I love. At the end of the bridge, he says, it's these little things that I missed now that you're gone. And it completely twists the story, right? And so you don't have to do something like that, but if that's where the narrative takes you, the bridge is a really great place to do that. Number 2, musical contrast. A strong bridge sounds different. That's one of the reasons it stands out so well. So musically, a couple things you can try. You can shift the chords. So try the relative minor or major. You can change the rhythm, slow it down or build momentum. You can shift the melody, maybe simplifying it, making it higher, adding voices, adding harmonies. And you can also, of course, shift the energy, strip it back, right? Explode with intensity. Create that push and pull of tension, almost creating a different kind of contrast that no other part of the song has been able to create. Not even the main point of the song. Because it only exists once, and it's after we think we've heard everything. Think about contrast, not chaos. The goal is freshness without completely disconnecting them from the rest of the song.
We'll scatter all demise along the trees at La Fontaine in Montreal. Now I'm reading this postcard from the place where my life changed. It says there's nothing to...
And I just mentioned musical tension and release. Now we can play around with emotional tension and release. That's the third characteristic that can make a strong bridge. The bridge is where we want to push our listener emotionally a little bit further before we hit that final chorus, which is usually where we resolve things, or at least we bring the story to a close and let people know where things are left, even if it's left wide open. So I've said a lot of words. Here is a simple framework that will help you write your bridge without overthinking. Step 1, revisit your chorus. Simply write down your song's emotional truth in one line. Step 2 is to ask, what's next? What does that truth lead to? It could be a confession, acceptance, resistance. For example, if your emotional truth is, I can't move on, then maybe the thing that comes after it is, but I'm tired of feeling stuck. Step 3 is to choose one contrast lever. I gave you the 3 characteristics that can really help write a powerful bridge. So pick maybe one of those and decide how you got to make your bridge feel different. Maybe you change the rhythm, switch up some chords, strip it all back. I'm having you pick one. You're probably going to use more, but I'm having you pick one so that you don't try to do all 3 at once. So pick one and we can come back and add and move things around if we want to. Remember, your bridge doesn't have to be long. Some of the best bridges out there are just 1 or 2 killer lines that change how we see the song. So if you've been following the Song Structure Busters series, you know we are slowly building your songwriter's toolkit 1 tool at a time. I keep doing this because I hope it helps, but please let me know. Subscribe, like, let me know in the comments, what's one bridge that you've heard that absolutely makes the song? Go experiment, go surprise yourselves, and I'll see you in our final episode of Song Structure Busters. Happy songwriting.